I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Familiar faces. Jeez. Hey, take a vacation, guys. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I know. I know.
Aaron, what does it mean to be at your 4th All Star Game? How humbling is it?
Oh, it's a incredible honor. You know, never want to try to take any of these times for granted. That's for sure. You know, very few people get an opportunity. You know, come here for an All Star Game, represent the New York Yankees, and this is you know, a special honor. You know, and especially the crew that we got. You know, out here in LA representing the Yankees. It's a special group. So, you know, we're gonna enjoy it, soak it all in, and you know, have some fun and win a game.
How special was it to be named the leading vote getter?
It's tough to describe. You know, it's that's a pretty big honor. It shows that, you know, a lot of fans support you, and you know, I wouldn't be here without their constant support. You know, motivating me to go out there and do my best. You know, they're who I play for. You know, it's the fans. You know, always. You know, I want to go out there and you know, leave it all on the field for them. So, you know, being the top vote getter is that's a pretty special honor for sure.
Aaron, what's it mean for you to play at an historic place like Dodger Stadium for an All Star Game, as far as showcasing the best of the best talent in Major League Baseball?
Oh, this is going to be a special couple of days for sure. You know, when we came out here in 2019 for Players Weekend and got a chance to play, this place was rocking. You know, Yankees, you know, Dodgers. You know, I enjoyed every minute of it. You know, wish we could come back here every year, but getting a chance to come out here for the All Star Game, you know, like you said, with the best of the best in the game. You know, thinking about all the other greats that have played here, the big games that have been played here. It's like I said, it's an honor. That's for sure.
What really needs to happen as far as making more culturally diverse, as far as having more Black American baseball players have opportunities to play in a game like this, so and many others this weekend?
Yeah, well, I think if we just keep showcasing, you know, the guys we already have in the league and the guys coming up, you know, I think if we're able to show, you know, the younger youth out there, you know, there is a chance, you know, to make it to this level. You know, you keep working hard, you know, definitely do your schoolwork, you know, do everything like that. But if you put the work in, you know, anything's possible. So I think if we just highlight, you know, that factor, I think that'll, you know, help open up some doors for guys down the road.
I see you rocking the Kobe's. You're here in LA, man. What does Kobe Bryant mean? What does that Mamba mentality mean to you?
Like you said, the Mamba mentality is something that I strive to do every single night. You know, it helps me lock in when I play the game, kind of tap into that, you know, other side of things. You know, when I can shift between being, you know, Aaron and, you know, number 99. You know, you kind of just try to make that shift, and I still watch his highlights, still watch his interviews till this day.
Perfect transition. We're asking players what's more exciting, the home run derby or the NBA slam dunk contest. So far, nobody said the slam dunk contest. Do you think it's the home run derby too?
It's got to be the derby. Everybody loves homers, you know, and especially here, it's a packed house. You have a little bit of fun with it, and especially since, you know, a couple years ago they changed the whole derby around. It's kind of like it's on the clock now. I think just that added a little pressure. I think the fans like that excitement. So you got to go derby.
All right, if you and Stanton were in the slam dunk contest, you think you could win it? What would you do?
Ooh, Stan's got some hops now. You know, he's robbed some homers in Toronto. That's a pretty big wall out there. You know, so I don't know if I would win it, but I'd put on a show. I think that's all the fans are looking for.
Thanks, Aaron.
Do you look forward to watching Pete Alonso in the home run derby, Aaron?
I do. I hope he goes for the three-peat. You know, that'd be something special, man. He's one of the best, not only one of the best hitters, but one of the best power hitters in the game. And for him to go out there and win it again for the third year in a row, man, I don't know. You know, I like J-Rod. I think he might be able to put on a show for the fans, but you know, you can't vote against the champ.
What do you expect from the Yankees in the second half, Aaron? What are you looking for?
Just consistency. I think that's what it comes down to. Just this team staying consistent. You know, that's one thing we'll be able to do all year. You know, when it doesn't matter who we're playing. You know, if it's the best team in the AL or if it's the team in last place, we're going to go out there and try to win every single game, win every single series. And I think that's one thing that's helped separate us this year from last year is going for those 3-game sweeps. And not kind of losing that last game. You win the first 2 games and kind of falling off the last game. So I think just the team staying consistent, keep leaning on each other, and I think we'll be in a good position down the stretch.
Aaron, 2-3 years ago, Mookie gets traded to the Dodgers, puts him over the top. Soto now is on the block, turned down the contract. They say they're hoping to trade him. Is he the same type of player in your mind that if he goes to you guys, the Mets, the Dodgers, Padres, that he could put that team over the top? And someone like you be falling to see where that turns up, because it could factor in your October.
Yeah, Juan's a special player. He's a special talent all around. I could sit here and talk about everything he does on the field. But he's also a leader too at such a young age. And the type of player he is, he's a leader in that clubhouse over there. So anywhere he goes, if he ends up getting traded or if he ends up, the Nationals work out a deal at some point and he stays there for a long time, he's going to help whatever team he goes to win a lot of ball games. So I would hate to see him go to a team that we got to play, down the stretch. It'd be fun to see him, be in New York or be wherever he wants to be. But no, he's definitely a game changer for sure.
Aaron, is there any advice you give to him? You went through your thing with the contract. He's frustrated. His came out rightfully also. Any advice for him as far as to block out on the noise?
Just focus on the game. That's why he's got agents. That's why he's got people surrounding him, supporting him, helping him with those big decisions, because those are life-changing decisions. It's decisions to help, set up his family and his grandkids and, future kids down the road, So I think the biggest thing is let those people handle that and go out there and continue to be the, the all-star that he is.
Aaron, how have you kept that from being a distraction for you this year? I mean, obviously, off you asked you an awful lot about it during spring training. How have you kept it from infiltrating between the lines?
Well, it's never been a big concern of mine. It's never the money, the contract, stuff like that has never been, why I play this game. I play this game because I love it. I play this game because God gave me a gift to be here, and I never want to take that for granted. So for me, it's never been about never been about the money. I want to play for the Yankees. I want to be here for a long time. And if it works out, it works out. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's out of my hands. I can't really control that kind of stuff. So for me, it's just been about focusing on the game and playing the game. And when I'm a free agent and we decide where we go, we'll figure that all out later.
How important is the winning for the Yankees right now?
One more time.
How important is the winning for the Yankees?
Well, that's what it's all about. I feel like the last couple of years we've had some good teams, but we've never been able to, really put it all together as a team and, really be that dominant force that, the New York Yankees are. And I think this team that we have now with some of the trades we've made, the acquisitions we've made, guys we've called up, I think we're in a good position. We're setting ourselves up for, a deep run in October, and that's what it's all about. You can win as many games as you can win every single game in the regular season, but that doesn't matter. It's all about the postseason and playing in October. So I think we're setting ourselves up, like I said, for a nice run down the stretch.
Really kind of lead these guys and show them what the next step is to get to that championship.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that makes this team special is, I was actually in the outfield the other day, when we were playing the Red Sox. I'm just looking around with the guys we got. I got Matt Carpenter to my left and right field, Aaron Hicks, another veteran guy, DJ LeMahieu went on the infield, Anthony Rizzo at first, Donaldson at third. I look around all these veteran guys we got, man, who've played in big games, who've won World Series. I think it's just collectively as a team, like, there's no pressure on anybody. We're all leaning on each other, and it's like, hey, if I'm not going to get it done today, I know Stan's going to go out there and do his thing, or I know Rizzo's going to pick us up and have a big game. I know Kiner's going to do something special for us. So when you got a team like that trusts everybody, relies on everybody, that's where the magic happens.
Are you more pleased, Aaron, about your individual performance in the first half or about the team results?
Team results always. That's how I've always tried to be. It's the teams that are special is when guys are going up there focused on what can we do today to win the game. Your offensive numbers, your stats, all that kind of stuff. They'll show up at the end of the year if you focus on whatever I got to do to win the game. If I got to lay down a bunt, if I got a sac fly, if I got to move a runner over, all that stuff will eventually lead to you having good numbers and your team most importantly winning.
And you say you've been able to tune out the contract situation. Then that seems easier said than done. You haven't had the big contract yet, and you're talking about life-changing money for your family, kids. How are you able to not think about that at all when, if you get hurt, that could change hundreds of millions of dollars? How do you, in your mind, get past that?
No, I don't live in fear. I don't. Like I said, the money's never been the reason why I play this game. This is a gift that I have, and I try to go out there and have fun and use this gift to the best of my ability. Everything else will take care of itself. That's why I got agents. That's why I got families support me, help me make the right decisions, and ultimately all that stuff will get taken care of if it's in New York, if it's not in New York. So there's nothing for me to worry about or fret about. Like it's going to handle itself.
You saw Neil Cruz recently. What did you make of seeing him? Did you see any of yourself in him?
Wow. I saw someone better. You know, he's got the speed, he's got the power. I always wished I could play shortstop, but I don't think I could play shortstop like him. And it's he's going to be a special talent over there in Pittsburgh, man. Just the way he carries himself, man. He's a big leaguer, you know, and you know the numbers might not show it right now, but no, he's working, man. I couldn't imagine being his age in the big leagues and doing what he's doing, man. That's a lot to handle, a lot of weight, but I think he's the right guy for the job.
Is it harder to develop being huge? You know, 6'7", 6'8", whatever. Like, did you see different pitches? Do you sympathize with that at all? Like, does that make sense? Is it harder to develop?
No, I know what you're saying. I don't think so because, you know, I am a guy that's 6'7". I don't think it's too hard. Because I really don't see myself as a guy that's 6'7". You know, I feel like if someone's 5'10" and can do something, like, why can't I do it? You know, so I've always just had that mindset that, you know, I'm no different than anybody else. If somebody, like I said, is 5'5", can do that, or they're 6'2", I can do that. Why not? Just because I'm 6'7", it shouldn't matter. So I think, you know, and I'm starting to see a lot more guys, you know, 6'7". You know, we just drafted an outfielder from Vanderbilt at 6'7", which is pretty awesome. So I think the league will start seeing a lot more, you know, taller guys that, you know, can play this game and, you know, do it the right way.
You've always been exceptionally good about talking about your teammates, not yourself, today and tomorrow, not yesterday. But this is kind of a natural pit stop moment in the season. Have you reflected it on kind of how well it's personally going for you?
Not yet, because the minute I'm satisfied or the minute I kind of sit back and take a break of like, oh, look how far I've come, you know, then you'll get complacent. You know, I don't want to be complacent. You know, there's still a long way to go. You know, this team and, you know, myself, we set ourselves up for a good position. But there's still a lot of baseball to play. There's still a lot of games to play, you know. So the minute I sit back here and, you know, sit back in a comfy chair and say, wow, you know, we got 30 homers, we got this and that, then someone's going to pass you or next team's going to, you know, start creeping up on you in the standings. So you got to keep the blinders on, basically. You got to stay focused and keep going forward.
And just to check the box, you are not negotiating anything now until the season is over. Is that accurate?
I got nothing. I got nothing right now.
When you find out that you're going to be an All-Star, you're going to come to the All-Star game, what's kind of the first thing you think of and the first thing you get excited about?
For me, it's always seeing the players. You know, I get a chance to play against these guys every single night and battle in the trenches with them. But getting a chance to be up close and personal, share a clubhouse with them, get a chance to ask them questions, share stories. You know, hey, do you remember this play back then? Or hey, what do you do in this situation? You know, especially some of the hitters we have on this team. That's what it's all about. You know, this is, you know, we're all playing the same game. We all go through the same struggles, adversity. So getting a chance to, you know, see these guys up close and personal and, you know, just kind of appreciate each other. That's for me what, you know, the biggest thing.
Is there anything from past All-Star games that stands out? A story, you know, just a moment with somebody, anything like that?
Well, I just look back to my rookie year in Miami. You know, I grew up a San Francisco Giants fan, like diehard, and I remember stepping in the box and I got, you know, Buster Posey catching, and it's like I watched you win World Series for the Giants, and now I'm at All-Star game with you in the box. Like it was kind of hard not to fangirl a little bit while you're in the box like that.
Aaron, it wouldn't have been a stretch thinking you and Stanton and Cole would be here before the season. Cortez, Holmes, Trevino were not guys anybody thought of as All-Stars. What's it like to see them go through this experience for the first time and be able to share it?
Oh, this is going to be a great moment for them. You know, I talked to them and said, hey, enjoy every moment because it's going to go fast. Even when you're getting pulled in 8 different directions to do this and that, and you know, come sign this, take pictures here, like enjoy it, man, because very few people get this opportunity. But like you said, you know, the guys you listed, you know, Trevi, Clay, and Nestor, man, they're all hard workers. It's not by chance that they're here. You know, they're guys that put in the work when no one's watching. You know, the work that I'd see Clay do in the offseason, I faced him a little bit during the lockout, and I'm like, man, this throwing 99 sinkers in on my hands, like I don't know, I can't hit this. I don't know who else is going to hit this. This is impossible, you know. And then the constant work when I saw Trevino come over, and just from day one, the minute we traded for him, day one, he's trying to build that relationship with the pitchers. He's talking with our pitching coach. He's talking with the catching coaches. I see him in the cage, staying late, showing up early. Like it's just, like I said, it's not by accident. And same with Nestor. You know, we saw a glimpse of it last year, and a lot of people might have wrote him off and said, oh, it was just a couple-month thing. But he was another guy that went right back to work, wanted to improve, and it's just good to see their hard work finally pay off.
I know you touched on this a little before, being the leading go-getter. That's not just Yankee fans talking for you, right? Because otherwise, the Yankees would have every spot. What's it mean to you that fans all around the league and that people all over the country have recognized what you do on the field and sort of how you contribute?
It's very humbling. You know, I don't want to take that for granted. You know, like I said earlier, like I play this game for the fans. You know, I got a passion for this, and I got a gift, and you know, I do it for them. I do it for the kids. You know, rocking my jersey in the stands. That, you know, one day wish to be playing, you know, at Yankee Stadium, and that's what it's all about. Is just trying to inspire those kids to, you know, do something special with their life, or, you know, whichever avenue they go.
So during your first All Star game, now you've been back here a few times. What's different about it each time?
What's different is just the guys. You know, like I said, you know, different guys in the clubhouse, the different venues, the different opportunities. It's a whirlwind, but you got to soak it up. You know, Miami's a little different than LA, but it's just, like I said, for me, it's just about the players we got in that room and getting a chance to see them and just enjoying that experience.
Is it easier to slow it down and soak it up each time you come because you've experienced it, sort of know what to expect?
You kind of know what to expect, but you still don't know really what you're getting into. You know, I don't know what questions you guys are going to ask me. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I don't know what's going to happen in the game. But that's the excitement of it. You just got to go out there and enjoy the moment and don't think about anything else except, you know, just being present and, you know, kind of roll with the punches.
How you doing, Aaron? What up?
Hey, Aaron. So, you have had a great season so far, and I just wanted to congratulate you. Also, this is like a dream come true to me because you're my favorite baseball player ever. I just want to run up and hug you, man. I want to go around this area and hug you because you're my favorite. But I gotta say professional.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. What's your name, by the way?
Blake.
Blake. Aaron. Pleasure to meet you. I like that jersey.
Yeah, and I want to tell you one more thing. When I was a baby, I almost didn't make it. So it's crazy to be here and to meet you. Like, this has got to be the only chance in my life I have this. So.
Nah, well, it's a pleasure to meet you too. You know.
Get to like 3 questions.
Let's hear it. What do you got?
So name 3 things you want to accomplish in your career and 1 word to describe you.
Accomplishments, you know, I want to be a World Series champion. You know, not only once, but twice, 3 times, as many times as I can, as many times I get a chance to play this game. You know, I want to inspire somebody else to play this game, you know, and strive for their dreams. You know, that's another accomplishment of mine, is I want to go out there and just, you know, be a positive role model for the next generation. And someone like you that I'll be watching here in, you know, 10, 15 years playing at, you know, Dodger Stadium, hopefully. And that's what it's all about. It's all about trying to grow the game. You know, so any opportunity I can to, you know, be a positive role model, man, that's bigger than the game for me. And 1 word to describe myself. That's a tough one. I think that's the toughest question I've had so far here. I'd say dedicated. You know, dedicated to my craft, dedicated to this game. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, to get the best out of the short amount of time I get to play this game, you gotta be disciplined. You gotta be dedicated.
Yeah, I get that. I play baseball too, so.
What position?
Oh, right field.
Right field. Hey, give me some. Give me some. You kidding me?
My number last season was 99.
99, my man. Look at you. Look at you. Okay. Okay.
But who would win in a wrestling match? Stay Puft Marshmallow Man or the Statue of Liberty?
I gotta go Statue of Liberty. She's huge. Like, yeah, she's got it. She's got the little torch with her too. She might be able to poke him a little bit. You know, help out.
Make it more crispy.
Yeah.
I just want to show you this. So I signed a contract with Tops. I'm actually signing with Locked right now. Got my own card.
You got your own card.
Got a deal with Tops.
Can I get one of these cards?
They're in packs September 9th.
September 9th. Oh, man. I know how it goes. You're right.
See this? If I give you this,
You'll lose this deal with Tops.
Oh, there's no cameras here. No one will see. No one will see.
Give him your business card. Maybe he'll give you a follow.
And then right after this, I will ask you my last question.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. But signing Top's home anniversary card box man. It's right there. I can teach you about some cards. I can do cards.
Yeah, I might need some help. That would help out.
But it's fun, man.
Yeah.
We all have some magic.
Yeah, always. Hey, Blake, pleasure to meet you, my man.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, big fan. I'm looking forward to getting one of your cards, all right? You got to save me one, okay?
I feel so happy.
What's up, man? I'm JR Gamble. I'm MLBBro.com. Nice to see you. So, what do you think about this year's representation? 8 MLB Bros this year in the All Star Game on the two sides. That's big numbers. It's been a while since we had that many bro. Give me your opinion about that. This is old half of you.
Yeah, it's like I said, this is a special opportunity, and the more we can kind of highlight the 8 guys that we got, to the next generation, the younger generation that is watching this game, I think that'll give us a better opportunity to have more than 8 guys representing the league down the road. Anytime we can highlight the great guys we got in this sport, I think it's the better for the youth, and hopefully 10, 15 years down the road it'll be 8, 10, 15, maybe 20 guys at this game.
For sure, especially if they keep hitting like you're hitting this season. It's got to be a little bit special for you, considering the contract situation. Not that $200+ million is an insulting offer, but you're probably worth more than that as a New York Yankee and to the organization. So to get off to such a hot start, what's the vibe around the front office? With you being so hot, and are you vindicated at all that you started off so well? Do you feel?
Well, I was excited that we're in first place. I think that's the most important thing, especially playing in New York for 6 years. It's all about winning. All the contract stuff, all the stuff, negotiating, arbitration stuff, all that stuff always gets handled, always gets settled, and for me, helping my team put us in a position to, be in first place, be the best record in baseball at the halfway point, man, that's what it's all about, I think in New York, and Yankee fans can agree, it's all about the rings, so we can keep working hard and eventually get down the stretch and win a ring. I think that'll be sweeter, and all that contract stuff will get figured out.
Thanks, man. I just want to give you an MLB Bro t-shirt. Can I take a picture with you holding it up? It just says All Star Game, MLB Bro. Stanton did one for me.
When we're all done, yeah,
Okay,
for sure,
cool.
for sure.
Thank you.
Anytime.
You will be facing other All-Stars. When professional goes, meeting the other guys. With Ohtani, if you had the chance, if so, what would you ask Ohtani? Kind of as a professional Sharon Jones about this game.
I kind of asked him his hitting routine a little bit, and I've been a big fan watching him develop from the first time I saw him in 18 to where he is now, being an MVP, still another front runner for another MVP. He does a lot of special things on the field. The pitching stuff, I don't think I could wrap my head around what he does there, but, getting a chance to kind of pick his brain about his approach, what he does, his cage routine, just little things like that, because, as another, guy working on my profession and my craft, I might take a little nugget here or there to maybe add it to my cage routine, and hopefully that'll help me down the road.
You're facing Clayton Kershaw in the first inning with shadows. How challenging is that going to be? What do you look forward to about facing a guy like Clayton in those?
I'm not happy about the shadows. I'm not happy about facing Kershaw either. But we're going to have fun. I'm going to try my best out there, and hopefully, I don't know where I'm hitting in the lineup, but hopefully the guys in front of me can maybe get on base and kind of, get the line moving for us and make it a little easier.
How hard are the shadows? What makes it tough?
It's tough because the ball it's going from light to dark. You're trying to pick up spin. You don't know if it's a fastball at your face or if it's going to be a slider that breaks over the plate. Especially a guy like him who has a nasty curveball and good little cutter, slider, heater mix. It's going to be a tough matchup, but we're going to put on a show for the fans for sure.
What are you looking forward to playing in the same team with Ohtani, who you usually play against?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I got a chance to do this last year in Colorado for the All Star Game. He led off. He started the game. It was pretty cool. So getting a chance to see him do it again and hopefully see him hit one out of this park, it'll be pretty special.
Kevin, where do you handicap yourself in the MVP race? You mentioned Ohtani, you see him as the front runner. Where do you put yourself?
I got no idea. I don't look at my stuff, so I kind of analyze and look at the other guys around the league. So that's for everybody else to decide.
You've been in a few of these now. What is your first All Star Game memory growing up, though, that you can remember watching?
Wow. I go back to seeing Griffey winning the home run derby. You know, he's flipping the hat backwards. He's just smashing balls. That for me was just a pretty cool moment. He just kept it so real. You know, he's out there competing, having fun, but he just kept it so relaxed, man. That's one thing that I always kind of go back to.
There was one celeb, All Star Games back for the first time in 42 years. If there's one person in the world that you could meet while you're out here,
Wow. Well, I know Bad Bunny. You know, I'm a big music guy. I know Bad Bunny was here for the celebrity softball game, so maybe I'll get a chance to see him again.
that might happen.
Maybe it's tonight. We'll see. We'll see.
Thanks, man.
Anytime.
You thought about what's going to be like playing with the Albert, first time full house? You thought about what it's going to be like being with him?
It's going to be special. You know, I'm a big Albert Pujols fan. I watched him for years with the Cardinals. Still watch his swing, you know, till this day. Getting a chance to kind of share the same field with him is going to be an honor. You know, I've had a chance to play against him now for a couple of years, but being a chance to say that, you know, I was at an All Star game with Albert Pujols, you know, I'll be able to tell my kids about that kind of stuff.
You get an autograph or things?
I already got quite a few autographs from him. I got a nice jersey hanging in the man cave, so I might get another one. We'll see. That'd be pretty special. He's a generational talent, that's for sure. Great left-handed bat that hit for average, hit for power, walks. You know, he's a competitor. He's been in big games. That'd be pretty cool, but it's kind of tough to talk about hypotheticals, you know.
When you hear he's going to be available for the trade deadline, you think about what he would look like in pinch hitters, right?
No, I don't try to get ahead of myself. You know, you can think, you can dream, but I've seen a lot of things over my 6 years in the league that might happen and, you know, never do. So, like I said, any team that he goes to, or if he stays with the Nationals, he's a special talent. He'll help out any club, that's for sure.
As far as you're concerned, you fully realize the responsibility you have to other young guys that are coming up, because they look to you to see how things can get done and get done in the right way.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. You know, representing this game and representing, you know, being a good role model is bigger than, you know, any homers or any base hits or RBIs you do during the game. You know, so any chance I can, you know, be a good example for that 10-year-old, that 11-year-old watching this game or watching the Yankees play, and maybe I inspire them to go out there and play baseball, or inspire them to play a sport, or do something to, you know, help somebody else, man. That's what this game's all about.
But wearing the pinstripes, it seems like that makes you play even better and want to get even better and better.
Yeah, when you play in New York and you play in front of those fans, man, it's you got to bring your A game every single day. You know, it doesn't matter if it's a Tuesday day game or if it's, you know, a Sunday night baseball game against the Red Sox. You got to bring it every single day, and when you got those type of expectations, you know, on you, you know, it's fun. You know, you want to be in front of the biggest crowds and the biggest moments. You know, when the game's on the line, that's when, you know, I go back to my days, you know, as a little kid playing wiffle ball in the backyard. You know, bases loaded, bottom nine. That's what it's all about. You know, so I always enjoy those big moments like that.
And you and your teammates fully realize how important not only baseball but all of sports is to citizens in the community right now, spectators, because of all the things that we've gone through over the last couple of years with the pandemic.
Yeah. So any chance I get to be, you know, a positive light, you know, something to kind of take people's mind away from, you know, all the things that have happened, if it's, you know, them losing a relative or losing their job or anything that happened, you know, any chance I get to, you know, the Yankees, we can be a positive light and kind of have a little escape for people, man. That's what it's all about. And, you know, it's just about, you know, making this world a better place, and me getting a chance to play baseball. Hopefully I can do that for somebody.
It's going to be a lot of fun here.
Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
To be on the same team as Trout and Ohtani.
Wow, it's going to be special. You know, Trout's, you know, a friend of mine that I've gotten a chance to watch over the years and watch him develop and grow, and, you know, be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, you know, baseball player to ever play the game. You know, so getting a chance to share the field with him, share the outfield with him, it's going to be special. And then same with Ohtani. You know, he's, like I said, you know, watching him develop since I saw him in 18, you know, into who he is today. You know, AL MVP. And, you know, having another incredible season. This is going to be a fun couple of days for sure.
Aaron, what's it like to have the opportunity to play with other guys in your same dugout that you usually play against?
That for me is the coolest part, you know, because when you're playing against guys, everybody kind of has this demeanor, and it's like, hey, they're stone cold, don't look at me, like we're battling. But then when you get here and you get a chance to be around guys, everything kind of opens up. Like people kind of wipe that away, and you get to actually meet the real person, see their personality, and then it makes it fun down the road when we play each other. After the break, you kind of have that connection again, and just that mutual respect of, hey, I know you're grinding, I know you're doing your thing, and you respect me too for what I'm going through. So it's just those little bonds, those little friendships you build, along the way that last your whole lifetime.
Aaron from Fox Sports Mexico, we come to interview Alejandro Kirk. He's your division rival. Do you have any opinion about Alejandro Kirk being the starting catcher?
I'm excited. Kirk's been giving us fits over in New York for quite a long time, man. He's an exceptional catcher. He calls a great game. He's a great blocker. And also what he's doing with the bat, he's hitting over 300. Every time he steps up to the plate, he's a threat to go deep. He's a threat to drive one into the gap. He always works a good at bat. So I'm excited. At least, tomorrow I'll be playing in the same lineup as him and I'll have to face that.
Can you speak about the Latin culture in the clubhouse? A lot of Latin players are in the American League roster.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. But I think that just shows you how diverse this game is, and how worldwide it is. Just the reach that we have, and I'm hoping that there's even more and more and more, Latin players, American players. It's just the diversity continues to grow over the years.
Aaron, Clayton Kershaw was just announced for the National League team. What are your thoughts about facing a player like him in this game?
It's going to be fun. It's going to be emotional, especially him getting a chance to start here at his home park. It's going to be quite an honor. I got a chance to face him in 19, and me growing up being a Giants fan and getting a chance to watch him for years, terrorize my Giants. It's going to be pretty cool to get a chance to face him and have some fun out there.
I know you're a team first guy for individual, but do you ever think about if you could hit 60 home runs and what that would be like?
I try not to. People keep asking me that question. I might have a better answer, at the end of the year if it happens or if it doesn't.
Once you get over 50 and then maybe start thinking about it?
Yeah, if I even get to 60, if I get to that point, maybe we can kind of talk about it. But until then, it's just so hard. We're only halfway through, and only being halfway there, it's kind of tough to talk about it.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Aaron, is there a chat-like pleasure to play All Star Game? There's not the pressure of a result, it's not the pressure of a season. It's almost like back when you were 12 or 13 and play with, just for fun, basically. Does that, where you guys are under pressure or season long, and then it's something a little bit more relaxed?
It's a little bit more relaxed, but leading up to it, you're kind of relaxed. You're having fun with the guy. But when you step out on the field and you got 50,000 screaming and fans wanting to see a show, the juices kind of get flowing a little bit, and you kind of turn it up a little bit. So it's all fun and games, but when we step out on the field, we're trying to win that game.
Aaron, what has the game of baseball taught you?
Yeah, we'll do two more questions. Yeah.
What has the game of baseball taught you?
It's taught me quite a bit, but I think one of the biggest things is being humble, because you can go from one night, going 4 for 4, being on top of the world, and I could sit here and gloat and pump my chest and do this and that, but then all of a sudden, guess what? The next night I'm 0 for 4, and I lose the game for my team. So for me, it just really taught me to just enjoy every single day. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Enjoy the process, and think about others first. Because in baseball, not one guy can win a game. It's all about being there for your teammates, being there for your team, and I think that's the biggest life lesson I've learned.
That's pretty dope. Who are you excited to see play tomorrow?
I'm excited to see Pujols. I'm excited to see Pujols do his thing. I'm a big fan of Albert. So this is it's going to be a pretty cool moment, that's for sure.
All right, if you pick one, what is Shohei Ohtani's best pitch or most difficult pitch for you based on him a long time?
Well, it's fastball. He gets it up there to 99 miles an hour, and plus he throws, I feel like 5-6 different other pitches. It's he's a tough matchup, and he's he commands his pitches well. He comes after guys. It's he's a tough guy to face. I could pick every single one of his pitches, but I'd say his fastball. Getting a chance, he can run up there to 99 miles an hour. He can throw it wherever he wants. It's it's tough to handle. That's for sure.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. How you doing? Everything good?
Yes.